Good morning, everybody.
You caught me. I never said I didn't weed. I just said I didn't like to weed. And that's the best part of the deep mulch garden. And it's Saturday, and the best part of Saturday is we get to go to you and celebrate what's going on in your garden. We've got a universal problem with all gardens, whether it's a traditional tilled up garden, whether it's a deep mulch garden, even some of your raised bed gardening. You're gonna come to that edge, and at the edge, the weeds are gonna wanna try to get in. Same with the critters. See all these little dig marks? We planted some peanuts here just the other day. Critter got in here. Well, you know what? It's time to fix that electric fence. I put up this fence to keep the deer out, then we put the electric fence in to keep the small critters out. It's a looping hot wire with the ground wire in between. Now our tall deer fence is acting like a really good trellis for our grapes. But the one thing it won't keep out unless you got the hot wire going is the raccoons. Possums can climb really good too. Now the bottom has been pretty secure. We haven't had any armadillos get in, but I expect them to come along shortly, and then we're gonna have the groundhog, and they can climb also. With your possums and your raccoons, they usually visit at night, and during the winter when we have the cold frames buttoned up, I don't mind them visiting the garden. They're just after grubs. The more grubs they can get, the better it is for me. Now that they found my peanut patch, I gotta do something about it. And right in here, there's quite a bit of disturbance in the mulch between the deer fence and the hot wire. We're gonna find out why the hot wire is not working. We're also gonna set a trap. And that would be a live trap. And I do have a license in Oklahoma to do that. Now in your area, there's going to be all kinds of rules and regulations. You also have to know if you catch something, what are you going to do with it? I don't mind having the raccoons and possums around. They do sort of serve a purpose, except when the corn is ripening, of course. Then they can become a real nuisance. But I'm going to keep using the trap in case that groundhog shows up. I do have a place to relocate him. Today's the day I need to figure out why this electric fence hasn't been working. And while I do that, let's go on down to Florida, Zone 9, where Bruce has been doing the hardest work you ever do in a deep mulch garden, and that is harvest. He also has a little lesson for us. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, everybody. What we're going to today, we're going to transplant one of our Egyptian walking onions. The walking onion, if I can get it to focus here, you could see she already has roots on her, and it's got a ball of 4 little onions. What we're going to do is we're going to break this apart and put it in 4 pots. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take our spoon and we're going to make holes in the center about 3/4 of an inch deep in each pot. We have 4 pots here. And the last pot right here. There we go. Now we're going to take our onion and we're going to break them up. Well, it's a little hard to do with one hand, so hang on a second. There were actually 5, not 4, when I broke it apart. And you can see some of them, if we can get it to focus there for you, already have roots on it. And basically all we do is we made that little hole. We're going to pop it in and cover it up. That's it. Pop it in. Cover it up. And there you have it. In Bruce's Orlando Food Forest, we just transplanted 5 of our baby Egyptian walking onions that grew off from the very, very tippy top. Thank you and have a great day. God bless everyone.
Bruce, that was fantastic. I sure do appreciate you bringing us along on your journey, showing us what's possible in a deep mulch garden. And I invite all of you to share what's going on in your garden. Help motivate people around the world. Show them what they can do in their own gardens. This is where we get ideas. This is where we get inspiration. And this is where I bite off more than I can chew. Well, it's coming along. I got 2 more sides to work on. There's a little bigger job today than I thought. We'll get her done. But while I do that, let's go on down to Zone 8, take a look at Mike and Linda's garden, see what they're doing in the deep mulch. Mike, Linda, wow. Your garden has been producing wonderfully already this year. We can't wait to see how the summer goes. If you find any value in any of this, hit that like button. Let YouTube know, push this out to more people that might want to learn how to garden. And I do invite you to share your garden so we can celebrate your successes, and we can also show people just exactly what's possible in a garden. Well, it looks like the charger's working. Well, let me get down here and see if this is hot. I don't think this charger's working. Oh, yeah, it's working. It's working. Wow. Wow. Well, I'll recover from that. Let's go on down and take a look at Larry's garden. It's gone from this to this. Simply amazing. His words. Larry, it is wonderful when the garden kicks in. Can't wait to see you harvest. The hardest work you're ever going to do. I've got the edges cleaned up. I don't have the pretty rock around the whole thing. That's more landscaping. We'll work on that a little at a time, just to make our edge pronounced. But no matter what kind of garden you have, you're going to have an edge. And the wilderness is going to try to creep into your little sanctuary. You got to know what kind of tolerance you have for sharing. Now that I'm done out here, I do want to show you some of the progress we've had in the garden. Our straw bale's doing fantastic. We've actually got the first true leaves on a couple of these lettuces. Beets are coming up. You can see the carrots, no problem. We've got true leaves on the squash. Tomatoes thriving. Basil's thriving. Pepper, well, we'll see. And of course, our sweet potatoes have put on a bunch of growth. And look who came to visit. Yes, you cannot be in the garden. And I hope your day has been miserable. I'm going to go ahead and let you go because I know you got friends around here, but I need you to stay out of the garden. The rules in Oklahoma are you cannot release a live animal on somebody else's property unless you have their permission. If you catch them on your property, you can take them to the furthest point in your property, but this guy can run faster than I can run, and he'll be back at the garden before I know it. I'm just going to go ahead and release him. I'm going to make sure the hot wire's up, and hopefully that'll deter him. Come on, buddy. Well, we're going to have to figure that out. Bye-bye. You were here with me when I extended this trench on down through that big wood chip pile. We planted 2 rows of corn. It's coming up. Then we've got some turnips in between. They're coming up really well. And then I got some random something else that we'll find out when it gets a little bigger. That's what makes this fun. And yes, we've started picking peas. And I've been working hard enough, I need a snack. So you can come right out into your garden, pick fresh vegetables. You don't know what you're missing. Pole beans are coming up. Tomatoes are doing pretty good. Cabbage is heading out. And we even got a few peppers setting. If you remember from last week, Art had given Walter some peppers. They're already setting fruit. But Walter also had a violation of his boundaries. Check out this marauder. Although I don't think Walter needs a trap for that. The rest of Walter's garden's coming along fine. Thank you, Walter. The mid-80s in the daytime have really helped the plants. The mid-50s at night, not so much. And that's why no 2 seasons are exactly alike. Some years you have a bumper harvest of cucumbers, some years you get maybe 1 or 2. Same thing with everything that you plant. And if you're in an area that still has cool weather, spring is coming. You can do this too. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.